in my opinion, there are two types of villains. One, you have your sympathetic villains, basically villains that seem evil at first, but the more you get to know about them, know their backstory, know their motivations, you start to sympathize with them. Then there's villains that are just straight up pieces of shit, where even after learning their motivations, you realize just how petty these villains really are. And there's nothing the author can do to make you go, you know what, I sympathize with this villain's plight. At the core end of this volume here, volume 3 of Fist of North Star, we get to meet one of my favorite fucking villains in the entire series, Jagi. Otherwise known as the False Kenshiro. But before we get into that whole situation, okay, the whole thing with Rei and Kenshiro versus the Fangs, that's this group of gang that it's as if like a bunch of guys remember playing Mortal Kombat and then they all wanted to be Nightwolf, but they also wanted to wear like fur and shit. Yeah, that's who the Fangs are. Their leader, or father as he's referred to, can turn his body into steel with a very specific technique. Of course, Kenshiro can easily negate this technique with the power of Hoto no Ken, because there's nothing more badass than, you got it, Hoto no Ken. This volume here was more so of a way to bring to light more of Rei's character development. That's who you see here on the cover. And we get to meet his sister, Airi, and get character development with her, as well as a lot of character development for Mamiya. And believe it or not, character development for the Fangs, of all people. You know, despite the fact that they are vile pieces of shit, they do work as a family unit. They work like a wolf pack, in a sense. You know, and I'm surprised that they never got under the control of Shin. You would think that Shin would have wrapped these guys up and been like, hey, you're powerful, join my fucking army. But no, never did. Which is kind of funny, because if you watch the anime, I'm pretty sure this whole thing with the Fangs happened like way before Kenshiro even gets to Shin. And yet, in the manga, this whole event happens later. Now Rei learns that Kenshiro is the man with 7 scars. You know, the person that kidnapped his little sister. But even Rei realizes that, wait, someone of Kenshiro's status would never do something so vile. And Kenshiro comes across a statue of a man wearing a black helmet and has 7 scars on his chest, realizing that man is none other than his brother Jagi. This is also where we get the confirmation that Kenshiro, he might be the successor of Hoto no Ken, but there are other practitioners. Because Hoto no Ken, unlike Nanto Seiken, doesn't have multiple schools. You see, it has only one school, meaning one successor. But the other brothers didn't like the idea of Kenshiro being the sole successor. And here we get to meet the first of 3. Like I said, my favorite, Jagi. And granted, I'm grabbing volume 4 here, but this is what Jagi looks like. And if you look at him, he looks like a run-of-the-mill fucking minion. But yeah, it's his vileness that makes him such a damn good villain. Because he really is a piece of shit. And anybody that has read the manga or watched the anime will 100% agree with me on that point. And with that being said, what do you guys think of Fist of the North Star, Volume 3? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you all have a wonderful day. If you'd be so kind to give this video a thumbs up, that way it'll make me feel good and it could help out with the algorithm, hopefully. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you do subscribe, also don't forget to turn on notifications. That way you'll know when I put out more content. And with that being said, ciao for now.